I like the ending.
Well-spoken man. Alaska doesn't give a crap if you're charming.
When the hell are you gonna get out here, Ethan? Huh?
I think with a few bits of
What?
knowledge, he could have
So when the hell are you gonna get out here, living out here? Not today, because you know, I always knew that you wouldn't come this day today.
He just simply didn't know how to do it. This is the edge.
You motherfucker.
Devin's always simple with Abby. The only time I see the boys is when he's skater worked out.
I know, it sucks. Like, I just want to chill out, dude. I want to hang out sometimes. Not about getting fucking exhausted 24/7. It ain't fun.
You sit there going, no.
Also because my job exhausts the fuck out of me, so I'm not trying to go work out at the gym and also go outside and skate for 4 hours.
Hand up to the mouth thing. The thing that you want to protect the most is actually your head. 80% of your heat.
One day, fucking me and Devin, we went and skated for like 2.5 hours, and then what's it called? We went to the fucking gym after that and stayed there for an hour and a half. And I was so tired in the gym, I sat down and almost fell asleep.
Uh-huh. When Devin's just a fucking machine that's like, nah, testosterone, I gotta have it.
Devin's like, oh, you got one more set on that? Oh.
I don't understand.
He does. He has fucking way more stamina than I do.
Mm-hmm. Random. Random. I'm watching Les Stroud break down survival scenes.
Shroud?
Les Stroud.
Oh.
Survivor Man.
Shroud was breaking down survival scenes.
Bears are awesome.
Lollygagging along
Oh, dry bitch just texted me. Let's see.
Here's a tip here. The real thing to do in the case of a grizzly bear attack is to play dead. The way I look at predators,
I asked her if she went to college. She said, yeah. What about you?
God.
He's actually mega fucking dry. Holy shit.
Great white shark would truly like to eat us, not because we're prey or they want to find us or anything like that, but because they're kind of haphazard eaters. They'll taste test stuff. But the way you react to a predator is going to be different each time. With a grizzly, you don't stand a chance. Can't outrun it. One thing you can do to a grizzly bear is bore them. They may taste test you while they're getting bored, which means you might have to put up with a chomped hand or something, but you keep all the extremities in and you curl up into a ball and you get boring and you play dead. That said, would you or I run? Damn straight we'd run. I'd probably run too. I can sit here and say I should play dead, but I'd be like, maybe there's a chance. A bear like that is not going to run through those trees, snapping them over. What's going to happen is they're all green and growing and young. They're all going to bend and be pushed to the side. These things are snapping like dry toothpicks that have been standing there for 20 years dead. You know what? I guess I could throw a little kudos here to one thing. If you are going to protect yourself from an animal that big, getting in a grove of trees or a jumble of big branches like that, that actually is a smart thing to do. Just a little behind the scenes magic. Bart the bear and the other acting bears, they never growl. When a grizzly bear growls, he truly is angry. These guys are trained actors. They've taught the bear to just hang their mouth open or even open their mouth with all the saliva and the fangs. In reality, there's zero sound coming out of their mouth. They have to dub all that in later. He's a man killer. Oh, that's a pet peeve. He's a man killer. Oh my gosh. We've been fed that for a lot of years. Even back in the days of the movie Born Free. You know, is that tiger a man-eater? Or is it just enacting its own survival?
Been following us the whole time. He's stalking us.
The torches. If you can have a safe and massive fire, I'm talking like 6 feet flames, do it. When they start throwing these torches, those torches are treated by the special effects unit so that they will not blow out as they throw them in the air. I've thrown lots of burning logs in the air. Sometimes they stay going. Most of the times they snuff out while they're flying. Classic Hollywood. The grizzly bear growling off in the distance. That will happen with cats. Not so much bears. 2 guys, the fire, all of that. The bear's just going to take off running.
I need some damn water.
Growling. But we always see them in Hollywood films growling. Like, yeah, I'll get you. This is 127 hours.
This is a good video.
When you're that dehydrated, even a sprinkle of
Fuck,
rain
happened to my
running around trying to catch the drops. This is a really nice depiction of flash flooding. I've seen rivers go up 20 feet in a matter of a couple of hours. My canoes were about to get washed downstream. You can imagine how fast that is. And that's the danger of flash floods. They don't have to happen where you are. They just have to happen uphill from where you are. The thing about this is Aaron Ralston, who the film was made about, is an incredibly experienced adventurer. Even though this is a dream sequence, the depiction of the reality on his face of what's going on water-wise is very real. People who do a lot of this kind of adventuring can recognize the signs, and he knows he's in a crevice that has 1,000 crevices leading to it, and every single one of those crevices is about to become a stream. That's the crazy part about a flash flood. You have to see it to believe it, because it's not like, oh, well, we got time, let's walk out of the way, let's go up higher. Man, walls of water coming down the crevice, 15 to 20 feet high. You try to get out of the way of that.
Yeah. You try to get out of the way of that.
Like, they didn't have him calling for help. So often the scene in the film is already hopeless. It gets worse, and then they start calling for help. It's like, you haven't had help for 12 hours. All of a sudden you think someone's going to come now because you're yelling. And that's the cool part. This is when rocks and big trees and logs get moved around.
Bro, what the fuck is going on with my internet?
Given that kind of buoyancy and that force and push on the rock to move it so that in his dream, he pulls his hand out. I have to be careful, but I don't have to be careful. Some of these films are made on real stories. So that one clearly is. That's Aaron Ralston's story, the 127 Hours. The one thing during that movie I wanted to talk with him about was drinking his own pee for dehydration. And the reality is, no, that's a no-go. Like, no, you do not do that in a survival situation. I think, in truth, what he really felt was a sense of comfort. He wasn't necessarily hydrating himself, even though it's 92% water, but there's all the toxins and so on. But here's the missing link. Most of the time when you're that dehydrated, you don't pee. This is The Office, an episode actually called Survivor Man. Producers contacted me and said, Michael Scott's going to go out and try to be you. I couldn't have been more honored.
I remember that episode.
I've got the DVD at home. It's sitting on my shelf. You can bet. It's funny how right Steve Carell got things.
Now this way, I can't retrace my steps. I don't know what streets we've been. Ow!
Yeah, I blindfolded myself and I had them paddle me into the swamp.
My name with
His
EthanDingus's?
mimicking of me is so embarrassingly spot on. I was like, God, am I that cheesy? Am I that bad?
Please allow me to have one cathartic experience in my life.
There's a lot of weekend warriors that...
Stalling.
What the fuck is going on with my internet? Let me go restart it. I'll be right back.
Bad.
Yeah, I'm fucking dropping frames like a madman.
You dropping dookies?
I'm hunting for shallow when I get back. Oh yeah, I am.